Why, sports supporters? Well, let's talk about last night's game. Sort of. We're going to look at Stephanie White's post-game speech where she was beside herself, giddy, as she got to roll out exactly the team that she would love to see playing night in and night out, one that is minus Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark out with a...
Stephanie White watched as Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin shared a moment that immediately captured everyone's attention. Their reunion felt bigger than a simple greeting, highlighting the powerful bond formed during their Iowa days. The atmosphere inside the arena changed in an instant, drawing focus away from everything else happening around them. The emotion surrounding the encounter was impossible to ignore, creating a memorable pre-game scene that resonated with fans and underscored their lasting connection.
Long history of me doing videos and showing you guys ticket sales. The great majority of the tickets for this game were sold prior to the Mercury game the other night. Why? It's simple. Kate Martin plays for the Los Angeles Sparks, and people thought they were finally going to get the Caitlin Clark, Kate Martin reunion game tonight, and they didn't get that. I know we talked a lot about a boycott. I never expected that to show in the attendance.
Many fans arrived hoping to witness a special reunion between former Iowa teammates Kate Martin and Caitlin Clark. When the two finally connected, the excitement inside the arena was impossible to miss. The moment had been anticipated for months and quickly became one of the night's biggest talking points. Their appearance together highlighted the strong connection fans still feel to their Iowa roots, demonstrating the unique attention and enthusiasm these players continue to generate across women's basketball.
Night, and they didn't get that. I know we talked a lot about a boycott. I never expected that to show in the attendance. I didn't. Where it's going to show is the television ratings, which is where it counts, all right? Ticket sales are great, and yeah, we very much take note when there's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 fans missing, but people had bought tickets to try to see this right here. All right, this was...
Fans often connect most strongly with individual stars, and this game showcased that reality. Much of the anticipation centered on seeing Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin together again rather than the matchup itself. Their reunion quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the night, drawing significant attention before the game even began. The excitement surrounding their interaction highlighted the influence both players carry and the strong interest they generate whenever they appear in the same arena.
That Iowa connection is star power. And if the WNBA realized that, they would market the shit out of Kate Martin, Lucy Olsen, and anybody else that even sniffed the Iowa roster. I mean, seriously. So, this was the look 5 minutes before the game, okay? Right here, you can see there were a ton of tickets. A ton of tickets. Now, or a ton of empty seats, tickets. A ton of empty seats, right up here, right up here, right up here.
The reunion carried an emotional undertone because Caitlin Clark was unable to take the court. Instead of preparing to play, she was sidelined while dealing with multiple injuries that have raised concerns about her health and availability. Fans who hoped to watch her compete were left disappointed, making the moment bittersweet. Seeing Clark reconnect with Kate Martin, while clearly working through physical setbacks, added another layer of emotion to an already memorable scene.
Empty seats, but most of them got filled, and people thought they were going to get to see that connection. Now, this asshole decided to post this. Glad the third highest attended game this season got to see the game and piss off MAGA boycotts. Well, I answered, because, you know me. Not sure why this wacko thinks this is political. Also, these tickets were sold days ago. I checked prior to the Mercury game. The TV ratings will be the measuring stick here.
Stephanie White's post-game comments sparked strong reactions from fans and observers. Some felt her enthusiasm about the victory stood in contrast to the absence of Caitlin Clark, one of the team's biggest stars. The discussion quickly shifted toward how Clark is perceived within the team's overall dynamic. As debates continue, many supporters are paying close attention to the way key players are discussed and recognized, making the situation a growing topic of conversation around the franchise.
Tonight was a win. If the CBS ratings come back and they're less than, let's say, 1.4 million, well, didn't they just have a nationally televised game that was like 2.5 million viewers? If last night's game comes in at less than 1.5 million viewers, then yeah, a hell of a lot of people tuned out. And we all know in sports, it is the media rights deal where the money is made. You want to hit a team and a league.
Some observers have pointed to a noticeable difference in Stephanie White's tone when discussing various players. Her praise for Ty Harris appeared emotional and enthusiastic, while comments about Caitlin Clark have been viewed by critics as more restrained. That contrast has fueled ongoing debate among fans, many of whom closely analyze post-game interviews and body language. Whether intentional or not, these differing perceptions continue to generate discussion about team dynamics and player recognition.
And we saw it just now. Stephanie White was on the verge of tears talking about Ty Harris's performance. Meanwhile, when it comes to praising Caitlin Clark, every compliment sounds like it's given under duress or gets turned into a group project. The contrast is hard to ignore. Shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, if Stephanie White praises Caitlin Clark, it's like pulling teeth in the dentist office. Let's just be real. It takes everything in her soul to give Caitlin Clark a compliment.
Fans quickly reacted online, sparking widespread discussion about team dynamics and coaching relationships. Many began analyzing Stephanie White's interviews and body language, leading to speculation about how different players are viewed within the organization. The attention surrounding Caitlin Clark and her reunion with Kate Martin only intensified those conversations. What started as a reaction to one game evolved into a broader debate about leadership, player recognition, and the strong connection fans feel toward the league's biggest stars.
White's existence. One of the two will not be on the team. Caitlin Clark will either be like, F it, I'm fed up, I want to be traded, or Stephanie White's going to get run out. And if I own an organization, your ass is hitting the bricks. I'm not losing Caitlin Clark under any circumstances. You know? And all I know is you had a massive fallout and controversy this week. And it was basically the most views this channel's seen all year.
Ticket sales and fan interest surrounding this game highlighted the excitement many people felt about the possibility of seeing Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin together again. Much of the attention centered on their Iowa connection, which remains one of the most recognizable storylines in women's basketball. While attendance ultimately appeared solid, many observers argue that television ratings will provide a clearer picture of overall interest, especially with Clark unable to play. The reunion between Clark and Martin generated significant discussion online and became one of the most memorable moments of the night. At the same time, Stephanie White's post-game comments and reactions continue to draw scrutiny from fans who closely follow the team's dynamics. Supporters have increasingly debated how Clark is discussed compared to other players and what that means for the franchise moving forward. The strong engagement surrounding these conversations demonstrates the level of attention Clark brings to the league and the impact her presence has on fan interest, media coverage, and overall visibility. Caitlin Clark's absence due to injury remained a major topic of conversation, especially as fans continue to follow her recovery and impact on the league. Her reunion with Kate Martin provided one of the most memorable moments of the night, reminding supporters of the strong connection they built during their Iowa careers. The interaction generated significant attention and highlighted the enthusiasm many fans still have for that partnership. At the same time, ongoing discussions about coaching decisions, player recognition, and team dynamics continue to fuel debate across social media and sports media outlets. Many observers believe the Fever face important questions about leadership, communication, and how to maximize the value of their star talent moving forward. The situation has also sparked broader conversations about marketing, fan engagement, and the future direction of the WNBA. As ratings, attendance trends, and on-court results continue to be evaluated, the coming weeks could prove important for both the franchise and the league as a whole.